Hi everyone, my name is Brenda and I'm the Director of Sales and Education at AOMed. Today I wanted to talk to you about our product called Lipo V. We're entering the summer season. A lot of us are feeling like we're out of shape, we're feeling fluffy, planning our vacations, and I wanted to give you some tips on how to remedy that. Also, think about your brides this season and family reunions, class reunions, etc. This is a great product to use topically or with a device, so I'm going to be sharing some things with you. First off, we did have it where it was the face and the body. It was two separate products. The company has now done one product to make it easier, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to be using anywhere from 1 to 4 vials in the treatment. So each vial is 2 ml, and if you're doing it on the face, you're going to be doing it probably 2 vials, okay? I would just kind of split it up in section. If you're doing it under the chin to get rid of that fat pocket down here, maybe 2. It just really kind of depends. Other areas that you can do it on is under the arms, the armpits, definitely in the gut area, the back of the legs, thighs, butt, all of those areas that we just need a little bit more help with. The exercise just isn't going to cut it, okay? So some things that these do is it's made up of 3 main products that are extract. So there's not going to be any burning. It's a really quick treatment. It's 15 minutes depending on which device that you're using it with. It's going to promote blood circulation. It's going to help with skin metabolism. Cellulite. It is going to attack the subcutaneous fat reduction. Totally slaughtered that. That's my blooper for today. Reduces cholesterol and triglycerides and stimulates the thyroid gland that has to do with obesity. So that is pretty huge. So some things that I want to share with you, and some of my favorite ways to do this is microneedling, okay? Now we have a couple different microneedling devices. This is our microneedling pen, and this goes from 0.25 to a 2.5 millimeter, and you can also get the nano tip. So if you're in a state that you are not allowed to do microneedling, you can nano it, okay? One thing that I like to do, and we've been talking a lot about our cold plasma, how it helps with permeation on product. What I like to do, and this is what I'm planning on doing later on today or tomorrow, is I'm going to do the cold plasma first to prep my skin. Then I'm going to numb my abdomen. And then I'm going to do probably about 4 vials of this on my abdomen and microneedle it in, okay? Now, those of you that have the UR system, which is our radio frequency and microneedling, you can do that as well, okay? Fantastic. By the way, I know some of you are going to go, oh my gosh, why are you doing the cold plasma before doing the numbing? That's my preference because I like to have rapid numbing right away, and you have to decide if that's something that you want to do or not, or with your clients, okay? And the other things that you can do is obviously our low-level Raysure, okay? Now this goes in and it kind of smushes the fat pockets. It does not suck the fat out, but it does smush them down. And when we talk about laser, it's not laser like we think of laser where it's chipping away at the layers. This is more sculpting and lifting. It helps brighten and whiten the skin. It's amazing, okay? You can also use this in your treatment room. You can retowel it. This is probably going to be your last step in your routine, okay? Now, by the way, in another, some other posts I'm going to be doing, I'm probably going to be doing some rapid blast on Instagram, but I'm going to be sharing all these devices individually, the key points to that, and how you can incorporate it with the Lipo V, okay? Of course, our little handheld Tonisure that has the Galvanic tip is going to be amazing because Galvanic pushes product down there as well. Now, you know that technology, how it works is anything that has a current, anything that has power behind it is going to push an ampule down in the skin further. So You see what I'm saying? If you're using this, you can choose what modality you want to use to push it down in there. I just prefer microneedling, okay? Because I like it getting down there. And my coup de grace is our UR system that's a radiofrequency and microneedling, okay? Now, some other things that we have that we don't really talk a whole lot about is, this is our new white therapy, and one of the tips just flew off. But this vibrates, and this is natural far infrared, okay? So this does take batteries. You're gonna have to get a battery when you get it in, but this feels very cooling to the skin, and it vibrates. And this tip right here is my favorite because you can get it right along the jawline and firm with that, okay? Great retail product. Another handheld that we've been really talking about here a lot lately, or at least I have with some of my accounts, is the 4-rolling device. Now this has LED. It also has a little bit of radio frequency, not to the degree of our Magpolar. Magpolar is true radio frequency, where this is more low level. This also has a little bit of EMS, and EMS is the electromuscle stimulator, okay? So in the Korean industry, they prefer EMS as opposed to microcurrent. And I'm not saying one's better than the other, it's just different modalities, different technologies. So EMS, you're gonna feel your muscles constricting, and this little baby has 4 little rollers on it, and it feels like you're getting a massage and really lifting and all of that. So again, you can use your Lipo V and do this, okay? Now, another device that I feel like that is very, very underrated, and it is amazing, and I feel like the men in my practice love this because this heats up and it helps with muscle aches. And this is our Amethyst jewel, okay? So this is far infrared, it's ultrasonic, it's thermotherapy. In fact, there was some clinical studies done in a research and development biotech place in about 2013 in Korea that showed that there's going to be more elasticity, more moisture in the skin. It's going to help brighten the skin. It's going to decrease wrinkles. And the stats, and I'm going to be sharing this in another post, is pretty impressive because the results were from a 2-week mark, and then it almost doubled in a lot of those areas in the next 2 weeks. Very, very impressive. This does heat up. It feels amazing. And of course, this is going to push any product. And since we're talking about the Lipo V, definitely use it with the Lipo V. Okay, now another product that I want to share with you that is personally one of my favorites is the Skinbolic S-Body Cream, okay? Now this has a little bit of caffeine in it, and I feel like this is a little bit delayed reaction on the heat. So plan accordingly. And you can do this after the Magpolar. You can obviously do it after your Lipo V. So what this could kind of look like, here is a example of a protocol. You can do your cold plasma, your professional one, your Dr. Platon, getting the skin prepped, okay? Now, as we know, the cold plasma does way more than just product permeation. But since we're talking about ways to drive this down into the skin, the cold plasma is amazing for that. So you're gonna do that on whatever area of the body that you want, whether the face, under the chin, all areas, and then you can just treat it. Then you're gonna do the proper amount of your Lipo V ampule, okay? And after that, you can either do one of these modalities to push it down in. So I would probably do radio frequency, in this case, our Magpolar. And then after that, you can do this. Or if you want it to really accelerate, you could do the Lipo V, then this, then do your radio frequency. The heat from the radio frequency is actually going to heat this up a little bit more. So it kind of depends on whether you want it to be super intense or not as intense. So this is the S-Body Cream. This is a Skinbolic product. I love it, okay? And let's see what else I want to talk about. Of course, those of you that have our Diansono 310, that you know I like calling her Diana, this is going to be amazing to use the Lipo V with as well, because the Diansono 310 has the electrophoresis, as does the Cool Plus, And it also has the LDM technology on the ultrasound, which is 3 megahertz and 10 megahertz. So it's creating this cross friction, and you can do body work with the LDM ultrasound. You can do firming and lifting. You can help with bruising, all of those things. And so hopefully this helped. I know that was like a lot of information right there. But again, to kind of wrap it up, you're going to be doing 2 vials. Each one of these is 2 ml for the face. You're going to be doing it every week to 10 days, okay? You're going to be seeing results in about a 2-week period. So what I think we should do, those of you that want to kind of do a challenge with me, I want you to reach out to me. And my info is here in the Colorado office is 719-654-3623. And you can email me, brenda.aomedusa@gmail.com. And those of you that want to do this challenge with me, I don't know whether there'll be a prize or anything involved. I may think about that. But it's just kind of more like accountability. So those of you that want to do this with me and commit to doing this once a week for at least 4 weeks, let's just say 4 weeks, make that easy. We can do anything for a month, right? And reach out to me, okay? So we can take measurements, we can kind of hold each other accountable, and we can pick what day of the week that we maybe want to do this. Maybe we can all do this together, okay? So anyway, I hope that blessed you. I hope that gave you some information. When you're doing it on your body, of course, you're going to be doing 4 vials. And, you can kind of gauge how much you want to do under the arms and armpits and all of that stuff. So anyway, hope you have a blessed day. Have an amazing Memorial Day weekend, and reach out to me if I can help in any way. Bye-bye.